It's Thursday, August 6th, and we get a full slate of games in the MLB, and we're here to break down all the best player props on that entire slate. We've crafted a beautiful five-man for you guys in the MLB, along with a monster lotto play that we're going to be breaking down on the sports books as well. Yesterday's lotto, we missed by just one run. We're here to sweep it on Thursday. So if that sounds good to you, let's go.
Sub to the channel, we drop picks on the daily, dropping knowledge every day, and you don't have to pay me, we just keep stacking wins while the rest moving lazy.
Now, before we get diving in and talking about everything that we love on this slate on Thursday, let's go ahead and talk about what we did on Wednesday. We cashed this two-man that we broke down in yesterday's video for you guys. Jonah Heim got 2 hits, runs, and RBIs. We also had the Athletics plus 1.5. They played fantastic. I don't know why Prizepicks got the score wrong, but actually Cincinnati won 3-2 in that game. And then Boston here, we had them to win, and we also had Sonny Gray to dominate on the mound. We took him for 5.5. Now, yesterday when we locked in 5.5, when I showed it to you on the video, it was not a demon. But then I saw that they made the mistake of making that play a demon, so we locked it in. Yesterday, I showed you the play. It was a 3x play. With this one, it was a 3.25x, absolutely beautifully crafted here. We love the fact that Prizepicks made that error and we were able to capitalize. Hopefully you guys caught that one and were able to lock it in with the demon play on that slip. Beautiful two-man cash for that over 3.25x there. And then over in premium, we had the Red Sox and the Brewers, two of my favorite teams on the entire slate for Wednesday. $1,000 to over $3,000 there. The Red Sox are on fire, and as a Yankee fan, I hate it. As a gambler, I couldn't be more thrilled. And then the Brewers got it done against Paul Skeens, just like we knew that they would there in that one. And then we had the Texas Rangers, easy, no sweat victory in this one. 1470 to win, 2400 there on that slipped. We loved the Rangers and everything that we saw about them on Wednesday, and we were able to capitalize on that play over in premium. And this was the lotto play that I handed out to you guys for absolutely free yesterday. We had the Red Sox plus 1.5, even though we liked them to win. We had under 4.5 in the first 5, over 6.5 in the Nationals Phillies game. The Phillies, I told you, if there's one team that could ruin a parlay, it's going to be the Washington Nationals. They got the job done in that game, cashing out that line of that slip there, and also winning the game. I think it was like 12-4 by the end of it. Absolutely crazy extra inning victory in that one. And then we did have under 5.5, the only leg that did not hit. The Cleveland Guardians in the bottom of the 5th decided they wanted to play baseball and scored 2 runs in that inning, busting our play. Absolutely gut-wrenching to see there, because that was one of the strongest legs on that entire slip. We just got it wrong a little bit on that one. And then we had the Athletics plus 1.5. Got it done. I thought maybe they had a chance to win that game, but we took the plus 1.5, and they ended up losing 2-3 there. And then the Tampa Bay Rays, who we absolutely loved in this game. I'm telling you guys, they're going to keep on playing tough because they know Boston is nipping at their heels, and they know the Yankees will eventually wake up. I mean, today we just got the news that Aaron Judge will be back this season. We'll keep our fingers crossed. We'll keep our prayers coming, and we'll hope for Aaron Judge's return and hopefully a strong finish to the season for my New York Yankees. At least that's what I'm rooting for. I'm a Yankee fan. But that's what we broke down in yesterday's video for you guys. This play was absolutely perfectly built. We just had that one little misstep in the bottom of the 5th by the Cleveland Guardians. We're going to hear to break down another play for you guys in this one, and I absolutely love this play that we're going to have for you guys on Thursday, so make sure you're sticking around to see that one there. Now, before we go any further, before I do that, we still have 3 plays open in the MLB and soccer, actually. 2 out of the 3 look very, very solid right now. The other one, I'll admit it, it was the Padres, and they're getting beat 8-0 as I watched the game. And Casey Miz, we were backing him to have a great start. The bullpen for the Padres was going to get it going as well. Full strength tonight for the Padres bullpen, and they just got absolutely annihilated before they even got to the bullpen. So not a great start for Casey Miz in San Diego. Not what I projected, but You can't win them all. We did fabulous in premium, great on the free plan. We're here to run it back, like I said, on Thursday. And before we get into anything further, go on ahead and smash that like button for me. Show some support to the channel. If you guys cashed that 2-man yesterday for 3xing your money, smash that like button. Show some love. 100 likes on this video, and I'll be dropping a free premium play out for the sports books over on Winible. Now, if you wanted that play and more free plays every single day, go down to the pinned comments. It's right down there for you. You can lock in, join the free gang, come cash out more slips with us. And while you're down there doing all of that, go on ahead and subscribe to the channel. Football is right around the corner. I could not be more excited. I said it yesterday, I've been spending like 8 to 10 hours a day just absorbing knowledge, listening to podcast after podcast, reading article after article. We are so tuned up for college football in the NFL. I could not be more excited for the return. We got just a couple days here. I actually think Thursday is the Hall of Fame game, if I'm not mistaken. Hold the phone. It just dawned on me that it's the Hall of Fame game. We will have to go over some of that right here in this video. Arizona versus Carolina. I'm not a big preseason guy, but maybe we'll talk about it. Maybe we won't. Maybe I'll give a free play out for that play after I dive into it and digest it. Absolutely love the fact that it's the Hall of Fame game on Thursday, and we really couldn't have gotten two better teams and two better matchups. That's a joke. We got Carolina and Arizona. I think the starting quarterbacks for those are like the furthest thing from Hall of Famers. But still a great day. Football's back. Football is back. We could not be more excited. Subscribe so you don't miss the channel when we start dropping absolute heat during the NFL and college football season. But honestly, with all that being said, there's one thing more important than all of that, something that's actually going to help your wallet more than anything. I mean, those free plays will help it. But if you go down in the description, you can lock these plays in this video in for absolutely free. And this is exactly where I'm talking here. It's going to go down in the description. It's going to bring you on over to the link tree where you can get more bonus free plays. You can lock these plays in for free. Everything Sports Betting Ape is down here at the link tree. Free plays right there. That'll also be in the pinned comments. It'll bring you over to Winible where we drop our cheat sheets every single day. We'll have NFL cheat sheets when that season starts. We got MLB cheat sheets right now. Everything's absolutely glorious. The lotto plays, bonus 20x plays in the player prop department. All that for free every single day. So make sure you're getting on over there to take advantage of that. But if you want to elevate your game, get some free premium and some extra coin in your pocket, sign up for Kalshi, code FFAPE. When you trade $25, you get up to $500 in that free 30 days. Prize picks, bet 5, get 50. Sleeper, you get a free $20 without even depositing at all when you use code FFAPE. And the one I really want to touch on, because when you spend 10, you get $200, and you can throw $100 at our lotto play from that free $200 and turn it into $1,000 here with us on Thursday. So use code FFAPE on ONYX odds and take advantage of that massive deal. All of these will get you a free 30 days of premium. Just screenshot the proof that you deposited and use the codes to the number below, and I will send you back the free 30 days there of premium. Now, before we go any further, there's one last thing we have to say. Gambling involves significant risks. There are no guarantees of profit, and you could lose some or all of your money. The content in this video is for informational, educational, and entertainment purposes only and does not constitute financial or legal advice. Past performance is not indicative of future results. We are not responsible for any losses that may occur as a result of using the information provided here. Viewers must be 18 or older or legal age in their jurisdiction to gamble. If you have a gambling problem, please seek help. Responsible gambling resources are down below, to include 1-800-GAMBLER in the United States. This video does contain affiliate links. We do receive a commission for signups made through those links. It's a great way to support the channel. You get some extra coin and that free 30 days of premium, so make sure you're taking advantage. And the first player prop we want to break down for you guys is Brandon Marsh over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. Hasn't had a strong last 20 games by any stretch of the imagination. Only done this in 6 of his last 20, only at 30% hit rate, which is a little bit atrocious. He's only averaging the 1.1 there, but if you hone in on the last 10, he's doing a little bit better, especially as of late, especially against the Nationals, who they are once again going up against on Thursday. And we love the fact that Miles McCullough is on the mound. He's already 2 hits, 2 total bases, 1 walk in all those 8 plate appearances. Good chunk of data there. Like the fact that he's got a couple hits. Wish he had more plate appearances. We take that more into account, but I definitely think that he sees Miles very, very well. Also, extremely hitter-friendly conditions over in Philadelphia. Wind will be blowing out. 42% increase in the home run department. We love Brandon Marsh to get it done with a .297 batting average against those right-handed pitchers. I think he's going to have a tremendous day. He's also got that hard hit percentage through the roof. Great contact as well. I expect him to get on early and often, and we love him over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. And next, we got his teammate. We're taking him right along with Marsh. We got Bryce Harper here, over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. He is my favorite player on Thursday to hit a home run as well. I think he could easily do this with one swing of the bat. He has been absolutely crushing the ball lately. 7 of his last 10, 70% hit rate, 2.5 hits, runs, and RBIs as well. As you can see here, he got a home run just a couple of days ago to start the series. I think he's going to do it again for us here in this spot on Thursday with Miles on the mound, who he has 3 hits, 4 total bases, and 1 walk in those 9 plate appearances. No home run yet. I think he's due for a home run against Miles. In those conditions, a 42% home run increase. It's absolutely insane. We got to back our boy Bryce. You could take Kyle Schwarber as well. That dude just seems very, very cold right now, especially in that home run department. I'd rather go with the big dog here and take Bryce Harper over that 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs, and you can lock him in straight for a home run as well. He's got that nice 284 batting average against those righties. The lefties absolutely shell Miles. 293 batting average is insane. Bryce Harper hits the ball hard, gets great barrel, decent contact, awesome exit velocity, on base all the time. We think he's going to cruise over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. We love the fact that the Nationals won in extra innings on Wednesday, and we think the Phillies are going to have a strong outing here on Thursday, and we're backing the boys, Bryce Harper and Brendan Marsh, to have a day. And we're not done there in that Phillies game. We're going to go right to the next one, stay right in that game. Even though we usually do batters, then hitters, I got to talk about Chris Sanchez on the mound. I love Philly in this spot. I know it's hard to back an ace. Last week, a lot of those aces were losing. I do not think that's going to be the case in this one. I do think 6.5 might be a little bit steep. I don't really think that Chris Sanchez is a strikeout artist. I mean, he does have great strikeout percentage, 27.2. If you want to take 6.5, go on ahead. That minus 152 is a little bit steep. I'd probably go on ahead and knock this down to 5.5 or even 3 or 4.5 here and add it as a parlay piece. Love him. Think this one will be a no sweat victory for that 4.5. I mean, it's minus 770, so you can't take it by itself, but I see some great value in the parlay piece department for Chris Sanchez here on Thursday. As you can see, against the Nationals, 149 plate appearances, batters faced, and he's gotten 32 strikeouts. Not crazy numbers at all. I don't think he's a strikeout artist. Even though his percentage is 27.9, I don't put him up there with guys like Screwball. Even though you see all these big, massive green bars, he can definitely get the job done. He can definitely go over 10 on any given night. I just don't think he's a strikeout. It's my own personal opinion. Fight me about it. I don't know. I don't think he's got the stuff to just mow everybody down. The Nationals, though, they do strike out a decent amount, but they're actually 8th in the league overall in that striking out percentage. They do not strike out that much this season. There's been games where they have. There's been games when Chris Sanchez is going over 10. I don't know. 7.5 is just a little bit dicey for me. 6.5 is dicey for me. I love 4.5, 5.5 in this one as a parlay piece, but I definitely think he has a very, very strong outing in this game, and we love the Phillies in this spot on Thursday. I'm sure they will be the most heavily favorited on the entire slate. There's another team that we have to talk about. Another team that we just can't avoid, even though we want to. Even though I'd love to not talk about them as a Yankee fan, we got to talk about them. The Boston Red Sox are absolutely one of the hottest teams in baseball right now, and we love Wilyer Abreu to go over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs in this game. I think he's going to have a phenomenal game against the White Sox here on Thursday. He's been absolutely crushing the ball. They just swept the Dodgers. They've been beating the piss out of the White Sox. I don't think that's going to end. I just think that's the way baseball is going right now. As you can see, Willer Berriu, 1 for 5 with that walk against Luis Castillo, betting only a 218 against those righties, so he fares a little bit worse against the righties, but that's taking the whole season into account. If you go to just the last 10 games, he's betting a 185, which is not good, but his barrel percentage is up, his exit velocity is up, he's hitting the ball hard, he's playing in great hitter-friendly conditions in Boston on Thursday. I like him for a home run. I like him to get it done. We're taking Willer Abreu over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. And on the mound for the Red Sox, we can't ignore him either. We got Ranger Suarez, who I do actually, and now his numbers might not show it. I know Chris Sanchez's numbers were better, but I think Rangers have got some good stuff. And in my opinion, he is a strikeout artist. Call me crazy. Maybe I'm backwards, but I like him in this one. I think 5.5 is a great number for him. You could even knock it down at 4.5. Should be an absolute no sweat one on there. Nice parlay piece for you guys. We got Ranger Suarez against the White Sox. They have not played each other in the last 3 seasons. He's got a 25.7% strikeout rate. Only got 2 strikeouts in his last outing versus the Dodgers, but before that, he cruised over this line. I think he's going to get it done for us here on Thursday and get over 4.5 strikeouts. Now, last but not least, and he's not officially a part of the play that I locked in already because his line's not available, but we can't ignore Pete Crow Armstrong. This dude has been phenomenal. He hit a home run on Wednesday. He's been getting the job done. He's been playing amazing baseball. One of the hottest players in the entire league right now, the Chicago Cubs. They just swept the Dodgers. They looked immaculate in that series, and I think they're going to keep the ball rolling. I think they're going to keep it going. And now they're going up against the Toronto Blue Jays. He does have a tall task on Thursday. Dylan Cease could definitely end up just dominating on the mound in this game. But I do think PCA, even when that bullpen gets active, is going to have a good game. I do like him over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. We're getting a bit of a steal here at -110 because Dylan Cease is on the mound. As you can see, against those right-handed pitchers has not been faring well. But again, this takes in the whole season all in one. And when you go to his last 10, these numbers got to be wrong. He's been crushing the ball. 136 in his last 10 seems off to me. If these stats aren't watching baseball, that's crazy that it went down. He has been crushing the ball and literally one of the hottest players in baseball. I don't care what that graph says. Pete Crow Armstrong all day long. And in that same game, let's talk about him. We touched on him. We got Dylan Cease on the mound for the Blue Jays. I do have him projected at about 8 strikeouts in this game, so I do think this line is set accordingly there. Another one that I would take at that -102. It's just straight. If you wanted to knock it down to 6.5, 5.5, that seems absolutely golden. A lock, as you would say. 36.2% strikeout rate in his last 20 games is crazy work. 30 strikeouts in 87 plate appearances against the Chicago Cubs in his last 3 seasons. We love him in this spot. Maybe my favorite player on the mound here for us on Thursday to go over his just straight set line of 7.5. If you knock it down to 6.5, though, seems like you cannot go wrong at all. And now here is just about every single player that we talked about right here in the video. A little of them have been knocked down ever so slightly, but we got Brandon Marsh and Bryce Harper in this one to get over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. We got Chris Sanchez over 4.5 strikeouts, Ranger Suarez over 4.5 strikeouts, and Willer Abreu over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. We love Dylan Cease and Pete Crow too. Their lines weren't available, but I love this one. Love the payout. It's a 5x over on Prizepicks, but the payout's a little bit higher over on ONYX odds. And when you spend 10, you get $200 when you sign up with code FFAPE. So take advantage of that, and you can lock in this play. $100 to win $1,000. We got the Pirates plus 1.5. I think they're going to get it done. They haven't fared too well in this series yet, but their bats are hot. They're not going up against the stud on the mound against the Brewers here in this spot on Thursday. I think they can at least lose by 1 run. Then we got the Phillies. I think they absolutely annihilate the Nationals on Thursday. With Chris Sanchez on the mound, the Nationals are in shambles. I know they got the job done on Wednesday and won that game. I just don't think they can do it in back-to-back games, especially not with Sanchez on the mound. We're taking the Phillies all day long, -1.5 there. Then we got the Tigers, +1.5 with Framber Valdez. Now the best pitcher on the Tigers, now that they got rid of Screwball. We're taking them there, +1.5. Then in the Red Sox White Sox game, we just need one run to be scored in the first 5 innings. And I think the Red Sox will get that done all by themselves there. Then we got Club America in the League Cup in some soccer. And then we got Cruz Azul versus Philadelphia Union in some soccer as well. Both teams to score. And if you don't know nothing about soccer, they score a ton. It's not like the World Cup. Some of these games are like 4-3. I think they get the job done easily in that one. So that's what we got. $100 to win over 1,000. We'll see you in the next free play video for Friday. And we are absolutely going to smash. Hit that like goal and get your free play for the Hall of Fame game in the NFL, because football is back.